All right, so it's time for the third and final game of the day. ASC taking on Brass Tracks, led by Gaurav Chaturvedi. The news from the middle is that Gaurav Chaturvedi has won the toss and, as usual, has decided to bowl first. ASC, led by Tanvir Ahmed, and they have Mohammad Shohag as the opening partner to Tanvir Ahmed. As we all know, ASC always have Tanvir Ahmed as the opener with both bat and ball. Tanvir Ahmed Tushar, the most important member of the ASC side, and Mahfuzul Islam Iman with that Alamin Hussain Jasprit Bumrah type action is opening up for Brass Tracks. Just before the game started, I was having a little chat with Gaurav Chaturvedi, and he's saying that he's playing with the C team because all his big players are traveling and everything. Rohit Chauhan, Samita Galagay, none of them are here. So it's a good opportunity for ASC to take down below par Brass Track side. Oh, aggression first up from Tanvir Ahmed. That's not something you see every day of the week. Tanvir generally takes his time, but I guess he's saying that I'm going to take my chances and let's see if it comes off or not. He missed it. That was not the best idea to play such an extravagant shot. The second ball. Maybe he just wanted to get a shot out of his lungs so could feel comfortable. Now he wants a tight run. Very good start from Iman. Now he's quarreling with his partner, Mohammad Shohag. There's never a run there. Tanvir is all pumped up today. It's a good opportunity for Brass Tracks to remove Tanvir Ahmed early on. Because Tanvir is a very important member of the ASC batting unit. If he falls early, ASC could crumble. Gaurav Chaturvedi is a shrewd operator, very experienced operator, and he will be hoping to marshal his troops perfectly. What a start from Iman. Look at that ball kick and bounce. 1 done, 2 for none. Amin al-Islam. Amin al-Islam is sharing the new ball with Iman, and it starts off with a huge wide. Mohammad Shohag on strike. Has a crouched batting stance. Mohammad Shohag, almost like Rahmanullah Gurbaz, crouches while facing the delivery. That gives him the leverage to play the hook shot and pull shot and shot of the back foot quite well. So, although back of a length is the preferred length for the bowlers on this deck, but you would think that for Mohammad Shohag, they would like to go full. Lovely zippy delivery. Tanvir Ahmed Tushar charges down the pitch and cracks it away through the outside. For the first boundary, really needed that. The Tanvir Ahmed. Another extravagant shot attempted, and this time he's successful. Slides that one down the leg side, and otherwise second wide off the over, so that will be a legal delivery. But 3 runs will get added. Not a good start this from Aminul Islam. He's got something about him, this lad. He's hitting the deck hard, is bowling with a lot of zip, but unfortunately his directions have let him down. 2 wides and a boundary, 9 off it this far. Tanvir Ahmed Tushar charges again. This time we'll pick out the fielder. He's come out with a completely different approach today. 2-10, 12. Him on into a second over, understandably so. He had a fantastic start. And we'll be hoping to repeat the dose. Charges down the pitch as Mohammad Shohag and cracks that one away through the offside. Sloppy bit of fielding. And that's a boundary for Shohag as well. And both the openers are up and running now. Saminul is the one who, unfortunately, let that ball go away. He was the one who bowled the previous over, so he was a bit tired, was hoping for a little rest. But Shohag picking him out perfectly. You know, once Sunil Gavaskar was saying that this is his best thing to do as a batter. The bowler has just finished his over. He's down at the boundary hoping for a rest. He would like to pick them out and make them run. So that's exactly what Mohammad Shohag did. And he got a boundary as well. So Aminul was poor with the ball and has been poor in the field. Not a good start this from Aminul. Shohag charges. It's a thickish outside edge and flies down to third man for a single. 1 more run. So now on the specialized fielder in the third man region. Well, Tanvir hits it down to Gaurav. Oh, what an effort by the skipper. Unfortunately, it spills out. A phenomenal effort by the skipper. He almost grabbed the catch off his counterpart. And now he lets a grunt out to know his frustrations. That would have been a huge wicket. Tanvir survives, but he keeps on playing his shots. 3 done, 19 for none. Aminul! Oh, that was a hard one. You really cannot call that a dropped catch. Back-to-back drops for Tanvir, but can you really call them drops? Because it would have been extremely unlucky if those catches would have been taken. So Tanvir chancing his luck, living dangerously. Shohag charges again. Both the batters are in a hurry here. They're playing baseball. I think they know that England are batting now in that third test. So they're trying to imitate what Zach Crowley and Ben Duckett are doing. Baseball everywhere. Tanvir charges again. This is amazing. What a shot from Tanvir. This is a new man today. Wow. This is some start from these two. They're playing so many shots. England are 31 in 5 overs. These two are racing along as well. I told you, this is the impact of baseball. They're charging almost every single delivery like Brendan McCullum used to do. This is amazing to watch. Here we go again. He's charging. He's charged that one as well. He's treating the new ball bowlers with absolutely no respect at all, as if these are all spinners. Oh, he struck for the scoop. Showed his cards way too early, but it'd still be a wide. Final ball of the fourth over now. Charging again. They're charging every single ball. This is amazing to watch. 7 and over they're going at. 4 overs done, 28 for none. Gaurav Chaturvedi is going to bring himself on to bowl now, I think. As expected, Chaturvedi in action. Starts off with a flow to delivery. Shohag gets the ball on the full and picks up a single. Beautifully, delectably played away there by Tanvir. He's in the zone today, isn't he? It's Tanvir Ahmed Tushar. Slashes that one away, gets a thickish outside edge, but once again, the field is perfectly positioned there. Now the run. 3 balls, 3 runs, but they're trying to be aggressive against Gaurav Chaturvedi as well. They're eyeing for 150, 160, I guess. They want to put this game to bed. Finally, a defensive stroke. You have to show respect to the good balls, and especially to the good bowlers like Gaurav. Is the main threat in this bowling attack. Rohit Chauhan is unavailable today. So a depleted unit out there for brass tracks. Gaurav will be the key with both bat and ball. Beautiful delivery, beautiful flight, but poor keeping allows them a bye, and now an overthrow as well. No. 5 done, 33 without loss, and Alif Taslim is going to take over from here.
Thank you, Sadman. Steps down the pitch immediately. MD Shohag. The new bowler is Rijaul Islam Khokon, right arm fast bowler. Has taken the relatively older cherry. Tanvir Ahmed was playing baseball, as rightfully pointed out by my fellow commentator Samit Sadman Mirza, but in the meantime that's been called as a wide. That's out of the line, and oh yes, beautiful swing. Highly appreciated by the skipper of the side, Gaurav Chaturvedi. Well, he was looking to scoop it, but due to the beautiful swing of the delivery, MD Shohag missed that one completely. Beats him all ends up. There is beautiful display of swing bowling by Riyadul Islam Khokon. Comes down the pitch, leaves it, but there's a man, and he drops it. That was absolutely a dully. I have no answer that how can someone drop a catch like this. The skipper Gaurav Chaturvedi is absolutely annoyed with this kind of fieldings. He can't believe that a catch like these can be dropped. Poor stuff in the field, but you need to keep in mind that they're not playing with their main team today. Brass Tracks, they're a very good side. Some foreign players are there as well, like the captain himself, Gaurav Chaturvedi. There is Shamida Galage, Rohit Chauhan. So, a very well balanced side. In the meantime, the completion of the 6th over is done. It's 35 for none ASC. Right, so the skipper, Gaurav Chaturvedi, is continuing. Although it's not the start they would have expected. A big wide outside the off stump. MD Shohag and Tanvir Ahmed has already built a solid foundation. Once again goes wider, but this time beautifully cut away. It will be a teaser. And does well, the fielder from short third. Couple of runs, so 3 runs from the first legitimate delivery. MD Shohag is on now 17 from 20. Tanvir Ahmed is on 19 from 15. That's swept away, but should be straight to the fielder at deep mid wicket. Another easy single. So my fellow commentator Sadman was talking about Gaurav Chaturvedi, that he is a very good quality spinner and is the leader of the bowling unit of Brass Tracks as well. Not the biggest turner of the ball, but he keeps things tight. Doesn't allow the batters to free their arms and make room as well. That's cut away. Nicely fielded by the man in the deep. But it's not possible to stop the second one from the deep. Singles and doubles are very much often in LMS because only 6 fielders are deployed in the 2 parts of the ground. 3 on the off, 3 on the on. That's straight back over the bowler's head. 1 bounce and into the side screen for a boundary. An exquisite shot from the bat of Tanvir Ahmed. He's absolutely on song today. Timing it really well. And that's wide and cut away powerfully. But he has some support out there in the deep. Gaurav Chaturvedi. 7 gone, it's 46 for none. Riyadul Islam Kokon continuing. A little tuck round the corner for a single. Tanvir Ahmed. I was talking about him. He's in absolute full flow. Brass Tracks badly needs to get him off, otherwise it's gonna be dangerous. Oh yes, just look at that. Just look at the plays. He's extremely cool, composed, and steady. Not hurrying, not rushing. Just picking up a single and just finishing the poor deliveries whenever he gets any sort of opportunity. This time steps down, hits it hard, but the bowler stops it. In the meantime, a single is stolen as well. So this is the third game of the day between ASC and Tracks. After winning the flip of the coin, Brass Tracks, they have elected to have a bowl first, which is a very common incident. They love bowling first because their batting side, they're not much efficient in terms of defending, so it's convenient for their batting side to chase it down if they're able to keep their opponent into a low total. That's gone up in the air, but should be easily cut off. Yes, a fielder is deployed. 8 gone, it's 50 for ASC. After 8 overs, it's 50 for none. Asaduzaman Raihan is the bowler. Change in the bowling attack. But Tanvir Ahmed, he is absolutely off to a flyer. 28 from 20 deliveries, even in this bowling paradise, where the batters are not getting much assistance. Oh, that was a quicker one. Went really swift and just beats the outside edge. He was looking to cut it away, but just could not make the adequate contact. Now he steps down, and that one sails over. Oh yes, that's traveled the distance for a maximum. A brilliant shot once again from the willow of Tanvir Ahmed. He's having a fun day here at PKSP. Just toying with the bowlers of brass tracks. He goes fuller on this occasion, Asaduzaman Raihan. And Tanvir Ahmed says, "Thank you very much. I'm gonna come down the pitch and hoik you over cow corner for a maximum." Should just be a single, so he's going after everything. And this is what is quite similar with the baseball technique as well. To play quick, to score runs in a very quick succession. And that certainly has changed the overall style of test. Should not be more than a single. They're eyeing for the second one, but that's never there. So 9 gone, it's 58 for non-ASC. Right, once again, change in the bowling attack. Shofiqur Zaman starts with a very good delivery. That was short, a little wide outside the off stump, but that was very quick for the batter. MD Shohag absolutely failed to connect that one with his pillow. 22 from 27 deliveries. He's going in a very slow rate, but his partner, Tanvir Ahmed, he's absolutely compensating that loss. Well, he scooped this one. I don't find any point of scooping when you have a big gap in between fine leg and deep mid wicket. Just where it would be a function than scooping it, as there is a fielder deployed at fine leg. Comes down. He looks to pull it. He is going after everything, Tanvir Ahmed. That was a short delivery. You did not need to come down the pitch, but he did. Right, it's getting very much interesting, and it's getting a cat and mouse game between Tanvir Ahmed and Shofiqur Zaman. And on that mission, he delivers a big wide outside the off stump, because he knows Tanvir Ahmed is gonna take the charge. He's gonna try to thump you out of the park. And on that pressure, he has delivered a big wide outside the off stump. So he needs to come back. Let's see if he is able to get him out. Then that's going to be the best revenge. That was hit back to the bowler. But this far, it has been a good over from Shafiquzzman. Only 2 runs from it. No boundaries. Tanvir Ahmed tried his heart out to find a boundary in this over, but he failed so far. Let's see, the last delivery. He drags it on, but that will be straight to Gaurav Chaturvedi for a single. 10 gone, it's 62 for 2 AC, and it's time for another change in the com box. Samit Sadman Mirza will be joining in.
Just not stopping today. The lad is on a mission today. 38 from 28 now. Mohammad Shah is still out there. It's put down. Is playing very slowly. 23 from 28. He's played a lot of shots. It's just not come off for him. Should get a single. So to 24 from 29. Riazul Islam Hokan is third. Is doing a fine job. It's about Shohag out 29 balls Yazid for just 24. Well, Khelbei is on 38 from 28. Normally we see Tanvir being the slower part, but today Tanvir spotted so brilliantly. There's been no joy up until this point for brass tracks. Depleted side, remember. Shohag charges it straight. Only be a came off the bat. Charges, drills at Gaurav Chaturvedi is in business, and he always performs his tasks perfectly. 11 done, 67 for none. Slapped straight, powerfully, and it's a boundary. Gaurav Chaturvedi gave it his everything. But Tanvir Ahmed is not stopping today. Drilled straight back past Shafiq. Shafiq into his second over. He was good in his first one. He only conceded 3, but his second one started off with a boundary. This time he's able to stop that from Tanvir. What's a knock? 44 from 32. That's gone high up in the air. Oh, what a catch by Gaurav Chaturvedi this time. No mistakes, coming in all the way from long on and making sure that the catch is completed this time. No mistakes from the lad. The partnership has finally been broken. Tushar is out of here, the skipper. He lived by the sword, he died by the sword. One shot too many, but he got 44, so it's a fantastic knock from him. 44 from 32. Shafiq is the wicket taker, and Gaurav Chaturvedi with a sensational running in catch. 71 for 1. Now, will Brass Tracks be able to pull things back? Samsultohen. He's a very good batter. He's a nifty batter. He's got a wonderful platform laid for him now. Brass Tracks better get him out quickly, otherwise he has the potential to take this total out of their hands. 25 from 30. What's Shuhag gonna do now? He's lost his partner. Will he just look to take a bit of time? No, he's gonna charge. He's gonna hit that right up in the air. Fielder is in business. He's not gonna catch it. Oh my gosh, that seems to be deadly. There's a collision. This is not looking good. Unfortunately, it was a very, very scary incident. It's a collision between Gaurav Chaturvedi and Mohammad Nayan. Nayan is off the field. Gaurav Chaturvedi is braving it out. Brave soldiers, you would have to say. You have to doff your hat. Really pray and hope that both would be absolutely fine. Nayan is off the field. Gaurav is still out there leading his side valiantly. He was advised to get off the field, but he decided to stay on. It's a very scary incident. We really do not want to see such things, but both were committed to taking the catch. They really needed that as well. The catch was not taken, it was a boundary, and both got hurt. Now probably has a concussion, hopefully not, but he's off the field. And Gaurav got injured as well. Anyway, unfortunately, this was a very scary situation. We hope that both will be absolutely fine. Mohammad Shohag, though, carries on batting. 29 from 32. 29 from 33. Now goes for the scoop. Has just not worked for him, but he has been lucky though, Shohag. Still out there. 30 from 34 has wasted a lot of balls. 34 balls in a 100-ball game. For just 30 runs is just not good enough. And normally he's the aggressor in the side. Samsul Tuhin on strike. I think everyone was taken aback with what happened. "13 gone at 79 for 1. Fourteenth over begins. Wrapped on the pads, and that's the end of Mohammad Shohag's despairs. It's almost a good thing that he is out. Gaurav Chaturvedi limping and all gets the wicket. And okay, this is not looking good. He's down on his haunches again, is Gaurav. It was such a terrible accident. The warrior Gaurav Chaturvedi carries on battling. Navid-san, the new man out there, and it's off the mark with a couple. You really have to show all the respect in the world to someone like Gaurav Chaturvedi. Is definitely hurt, is visibly hurt. And as we've been mentioning continuously, brass tracks are a very depleted unit today. No Galage, no Chauhan. So it's the Gaurav Chaturvedi team today completely. And when I asked him that why aren't you going off, he said that we don't have any players. I need to carry on. Just amazing commitment shown by Gaurav Chaturvedi for his side. This is what leaders are made of. So Mohammad Nayan is okay right now. It does not seem like he has had a concussion. He's okay for the time being. Let's just pray that he gets better. Navid Hasan, though, is after a very fluent start. 5 from 3. He moves on to successful over from Chaturvedi. 14 gone, 85 for 2. Shafiq into his third over now. Neatly tucked away to the onside there by Navid Hasan. He's off to a very fluent start. He's looking good as Navid Hasan. 6 from 4. Gaurav Chaturvedi still marshalling his troops. Hit straight. Gaurav Chaturvedi, oh boy. Oh boy. It was hit at Gaurav Chaturvedi, but he had to pull out at the last moment because, he's hurt badly. The last thing we need is for him to dive and permanently injure himself. Needs to be very, very careful, Gaurav Chaturvedi. He's in a hot spot as well. Long on. Most of the balls will come to that region during the slog overs. It will be better for him to move away from that position for the time being and find a calmer pocket, you would think. But that's not who he is. He's a gladiator. And here we go. The ball is hit to him again. And he has to move in and stop it again. I think it will be better for him to move out from this hot zone. He's limping. It's a very scary moment, that one. Both were down on the ground and really worried. Luckily, Gaurav is moving and Nayan is okay. Gaurav Chaturvedi is running in. This is crazy from him. Oh my goodness, now he's down on his haunches. He's really going to hurt himself here if this keeps up. And someone's telling him to change his place, which is the right thing to do. Because it's really, really going to hurt himself. He's going to harm himself by continuously running after the ball. 15 done, 90 for 2, and now it's time for Alif Tasneem to take over for the final 5 overs.
Thank you, Sadman. That was a good delivery from Gaurav Chaturvedi, and you were mentioning that a coalition took place between Noyon and Gaurav Chaturvedi, where Noyon was severely injured, I must say, and he can be concasted as well. Gaurav Chaturvedi, he's limping, he's not feeling really well. Nevertheless, he has to be in the middle. Oh, that could have been lethal, my goodness. There was an inside edge and that could have dragged on. He was extremely unfortunate, Shamsul Tuhin, that the ball didn't go on to hit the stumps. This is brilliant commitment shown by the skipper of the side. Goes for the reverse set. But once again he fails. Shamsul Tuhin is trying to be a bit more innovative, not going for the conventional shots. Scoop, reverse set, everything has been attempted so far. This time he charges down the pitch. But once again, brilliant bowling by Gaurav Chaturvedi. What he's doing right here is he's changing the length persistently. He's not in the same corridor again and again. Last ball of his quota. Goes for the switch hit once again, but he finds a fielder in the deep. 16 gone, it's 92 for 2 ASC. That's a cracking shot through the offside. There isn't protection out there in the deep, so it will just be a single. So the slog overs are on, and once again we're heading towards a low scoring thriller. Only 93 on the board in the 17th over of the game, and from this point I don't think anything mammoth can be achieved by this side ASC. Although they have wickets in their hands, nevertheless, I don't think it's gonna be possible. Shamsul Tuhin and Navid Hassan are the batters. Currently we're in the middle, just trying to build a partnership. But as I already mentioned in the previous games, that at least 130 would be a safe score, because it's not very much instrumental for the batters to bat on and score runs. That's chipped up, the keeper is in business, and he drops it. That was a difficult chance, I must say, but that was absolutely within his zone. He's disappointed with himself, still down, and still can't believe that how did he miss this one. Had to cover a lot of ground. Long way running behind the stumps to the deep backward square leg. Eventually, good cricket all around. Shamsul Tohin gets saved and no damage done. Looks to go big, and they're coming back for the second. Not a very good piece of fielding from the fielder. He could have been quicker and he should have been more proactive. Last ball is coming up of the over number 17 still. They're heading towards the 100. So from the last 3 overs, how many runs can be scored? 20 to 25? Unless we see some fireworks. But in the meantime, that's a brilliant shot and that goes all the way. It was absolutely a treat for eyes. A brilliant cover drive with some loft. And the ball went out of the park as well. 17 gone, 100 comes up for ASC. It's 101 for 2. Right, so Aminul Islam has been assigned for the over number 18. That swung away, leg side. Will be a long chase for the fielder and the ball is racing and that's gone! The effort went in vain of the fielder. He had covered a lot of ground. Eventually, that did not pay off. Boundary for Shamsul Tuhin. Not a good line to bowl for Aminul Islam. That was easy for the batter to pull this one away. And there's a big gap between fine leg and deep mid wicket. So if you are delivering the ball in the zone of pulling, you are going to be pulled off. Run 5 for 2. ASC. Six, I beg your pardon with that single. They need boundaries if they want to score something above 130. That's drilled down the pitch and that's gone all the way. Yes! That was powerful enough to beat the man in the deep. And there was no chance for the fielder whatsoever. He just became a spectator as the ball runs off. So the boundaries are coming for ASC and they were absolutely striving for that one. In the slog overs, you just can't rely on the singles only. No chance. That was a clear inside edge onto the pads. A half-hearted appeal by the keeper and the bowler, which was negated by the umpire Shafait Amin. The officials for this game, Mr. Shafait Amin, is the umpire, and the leg umpire is Mushfiq Nital, two vastly experienced campaigners of LMS Bangladesh. The third game of the day is taking place at Pubergao Krida Shikhar Pratishthan. All the games have taken place in the same ground, in fact. That's tapped away towards deep third. A single to finish the over, which means Navid Hassan will keep the strike for the next over as well. It's 18 gone, 110 for 2. That's gone up in the air. Gaurav Chaturvedi is in business. And he cut this one off safely. As we spoke that he was limping, had a collision with Noyon in the deep mid wicket. And that was absolutely a horrible incident. Hopefully he is doing fine. Off the field right now, Noyon, one of the players of Brass Tracks. Today they are playing with their second team, as the skipper of the side, Gaurav Chaturvedi, stated. No Shamida Galage, no Mohit Chauhan. Good delivery from Riazul. He pitched it up and bowled a little wider than outside the off stump. Worked away into the onside. There is a long chase, but I don't think. Oh, yes. Eventually, the ball slowed down a lot, and eventually, good work by the fielder as well. He was quick and quicker than the Cherry to stop this one, and has certainly saved a couple of runs for his team. Navid Hassan, the aggressor between these two, lifts it up. It's flying. Gaurav Chaturvedi gets underneath this one and he grabs this one very easily. Was looking for a double play as well, but no chance. You can have a look. He is still limping, struggling a lot with his left leg. But no shortage in commitment, no shortage in dedication as well. This is what a leader does, and this is what a proper leader should do. It's 115 for 3. Oh, got him! What a delivery that was! Right into the block hole, and that has castled in the Shariful body. And he is on in fact, he is not on hat trick, as this was the last delivery of the over. 2 and 2 for Riazul Islam Kokon, but sadly he is not on a hat trick, as this was the last delivery of his quota as well. It means if he gets. Oh, that's not going to be a hat trick. That's never deemed as a hat trick if he gets a wicket in the very first ball of the next match. So I'm really feeling really pity for him. Like, he did well. Anyways, that's the end of Shariful Bari. He just comes and goes without bothering the scorers and the commentators as well. It's 115 for 9. The last over begins. Mahfuzul Islam Imon. And Gaurav Chaturvedi, he is the man of business. He is everywhere. Right, despite the limps, he is everywhere. He has taken a couple of catches. The first one was absolutely a blinder, and the second one was a relatively easier one. Nevertheless, he had to get to a very comfortable position for taking that catch. All in all, very. Wait a second. Right, so the new batter, Raihan Sheikh, has taken the strike and tries to go all the way in the very first ball he faces. But due to the swing and the angle of Mahfuzul Islam Imon, he misses the delivery and concedes the dot ball, which should not be conceded at this point of time because Shamsul Tuhin is on the other end. He is a set better. He can play some shots, so it will be a wiser take if he takes a single and give back the strike to Shamsul Tuhin. And yes, he did that, rightfully so. So the last 3 balls are remaining and last 2 deliveries in fact. And Shamsul Tuhin, he needs to hit a big shot, and at least he should try to take the score above 120. He lifted that one up. Once again, a fielder is in business. Oh dear! That would have been a magnificent catch if he could grab this one. Nevertheless, a valiant effort in the deep, had to cover a long part of the ground, and then he had to dive for it. But as we have seen a horrible experience of diving, so they thought, okay, let's refrain from diving and let's stay safe because safety is must. Goes downtown strongly in the last delivery, but straight to the man once again. I don't think they should go for the second one, otherwise they would be run out, and that's not gonna pay them anything. So that's the end of the first innings. The target for Brass Tracks would be 120, and that 121 in fact, and that should not be a very tough task for them. That's not a bad total for ASC on the board as well. We have seen super strikers, in fact target strikers, to be triumphal with the total of 110. So it's absolutely depending on the batting side and the bowling side as well equally, because right, so that's the end of the first innings. We will be right back with the run chase, and Samin Sadman Mirza will start the proceedings. Till then, stay with us and stay safe.
Run chase is about to begin. Tanvir opening the bowling as usual for ASC. Jahid Hussain and Mohammad Nayan is out there. That's great to see. Mohammad Nayan is not only out there, he's opening the batting for his side breast tracks. That means he's fine, which is a wonderful news. Tanvir Ahmed was very good with the bat. He scored a quick 44 of 32 balls. Now he needs to fire up and perform with the ball in hand as well. Cracked away through the offside by Jahid. Should get a couple of runs. And yes, it's a couple to start things off for breast tracks. Confident looking shot from Imon. It's a shot for delivery. It's a dream ball to get first up. Imon played a cracking cut to kick off his innings. Excited delivery, whipped away there, just helped that on its way, did Imon. Should get another couple. Good start this from Jahid, not such a good beginning from Tanvir Ahmed Tushar. A couple of couples to start things off. It's not a huge total. We saw a total in this range track down in the second game of the day. So brass tracks will be confident that they can pull this one off as well. And they'll be hoping for a good start though. A good start's going to be of paramount importance given the fact that they do not have Rohit Chauhan today. Pitched up delivery, fuller delivery, beautifully driven by Jahid. Jahid is looking in hot form here. It's as if he has just come out of the nets. And Mohammad Nayan, left-handed Mohammad Nayan, is getting ready to face his first delivery. He had that horrific collusion with Gaurav Chaturvedi. Thankfully he's fine and he's out there. He's off the mark, Mohammad Nayan. Left hand, right hand combination. That's always an advantage for the batting unit. If you have a left hander and a right hander out there in the middle. Edged. Third man's in position. 7 of the first over. Shariful Bari is sharing the new ball with the skipper, and he also starts off in an erratic fashion with the wide. Nicely played away there by Jahid. He's looking really good, is the lad. Jahid Hussain. The field adjusted by the skipper for the left-hander, Mohammad Nayon. This is the thing, you see, the fielders are having to move for every single. There's the advantage of having a left-hander and a right-hander out there in the middle. That's another poor delivery. The keeper misses that as well. That will be 7 wides. Terrible beginning this from Sharif Al-Bari. And this is a direct effect of having a left-hander and a right-hander out there in the middle. The bowler is having to adjust after every single run. And as a result, what would have been a good delivery to Nayon becomes a horrible delivery to the right-hander Jahid. It's a very good start from Brass Tracks. Imon looking very fluent. And ASC helping them out with a lot of extras. Beautiful looking nudge to the onside to rotate the strike. Mohammad Nayon on strike. Final ball of this expensive over coming up. 7 came from the first over. Tanvir Ahmed over. And now this one has already gone for 11. Nice little push to the offside. 12 came from that over too. Then 19 for none. Usa. Tushar to continue. He's going to bowl 4 overs on the trot as per the history. Normally bowls 4 overs right on the trot. This Tanvir Ahmed Tushar, the skipper. Swung away powerfully by Mohammad Nayon. A brilliant bit of fielding keeps it down to just a single. If the game gets tied, that could be the deciding factor. The shot delivery was swivel pulled away perfectly by Nayon. Somehow the fielder was able to keep it down to just 1 run. He saved 3 runs there. No doubts about that. 3 saved. That could be so vital. Tushar though needs to get his radar lines and lengths right. Whipped away nicely by Imon. And now the single. Bumper there. Is that a wide? Waiting for the umpire signal. Some players are having a little conversation. They're calling this pitch a mat. They don't know what's going to happen. It bounces up and down. Another over passes, better over from Tushar. 3 done, it's 22 for none. I personally love the bounce this pitch offers. Shot delivery and pulled away. What a shot. Mohammad Nayan announcing to the world that he is fine with a cracking sixer. Shariful Bari when shot, and Nayan dispatched him. He played a good shot against Tushar in the previous over as well. This time he goes better. He hits it out of here. Wonderful beginning this from Brass Tracks. And ASC are understandably worried. Six followed up by a single. Smart batting. Lovely beginning for Brass Tracks. They really would have been hoping for a quick fast start, and these two have provided them with that. And the bowling has been pretty mediocre as well. That gets away, 4 bars. This is turning into a horrible start for SC. And Tushar is looking very, very depleted right now. You can see this game slipping away from the grasp pretty quickly. 33 on the board, just 3.3 overs gone. The bowlers have been erratic. The fielding has been terrible. So many extras as well. Beautifully played away by Iman. Should get a couple. They're happy with the single. This is a flying start, the best start of the day by a long, long margin. Nice little dab. Another run. Very expensive over comes to an end. 35 without loss after 4. Bowling from around the wicket, Tushar to Mohammad Nayan. Not going to be getting too many LBWs from that angle because natural angle is going to slant it down the leg side. Shot ball pulled away by MD Nayan. Falls shot off the fielder. It will be a single. Shot again. I can understand why he's bowling short because that is the preferred length on this deck. Unfortunately, he does not have the pace to actually trouble the batters. Because of that, the balls are just sitting up and the batters are being able to easily play them away. It's almost just sitting up and asking to be punished. So Tushar needs to change his game plan. Yes, on this deck it's good to bowl back of a length, but you need to have a bit of zip about your bowling. Swung away by Mohammad Nayan. That's gone up in the air. Falls in no man's land and an easy couple of runs. The start is just getting better and better now from the brass tracks unit. Final ball of the fifth over. Oh, what a delivery! So leg cutter there. The ball turned and gripped away. So maybe it's time for spinners. And yes, that's what's going to happen because it's obvious that there is help for the spinners and it's time for some spin. There's nothing out there for the pacers at this point in time. So since that ball was a slower one, was a leg cutter, and the ball gripped so sharply, it's definitely time to introduce spin. The game is getting away from ASC 82 just in from 75, all 8 wickets in hand. Something needs to be done and needs to be done immediately. Manik Mia is on spin, and it's a good start. So spin is the way to go. Oh, what a delivery! And how fortunate was Imon there. I'm telling you, spinners mean business here in this innings. If they can pick up a wicket or two early, they could make things interesting. Very lucky was Imon. Needs to be very careful. It will be better if Nayon takes on the left-armer Manik Mia. Imon says look to pat a single and rotate the strike and give it to the left-handed batter. Zippy delivery. Nicely played away there by Jahid Hussain. We'll get one more run. Even the singles are being greatly cheered by the Brass Tracks dugout. They know what a flying start this is. That's a better shot from Imon. 6 overs gone. The score moves on to 44 without loss. Tanvir Ahmed to start the ball out as usual, bowling his 4th over on the trot. That's what he always does. Oh, look at that ball bump up. Boy, Nayon is really under the fire today. He got struck again. Not wearing a helmet as well. Not a smart thing to do, especially when you have had an injury already. It's really under the fire, the poor lad. So Mohammad Nayan is out of here, unsurprisingly so. Gaurav Chaturvedi, the other injured warrior, is out here and is limping. Walking wounded at this point in time. Brass tracks. They were depleted regardless, and now they've had these injuries. But still, they're in a wonderful position. 46 without loss. Nayan did a very good job. They got quick runs, and the equation is pretty simple. 75 from 68. Beautiful looking shot. It'll just be a single. Since Gaurav Chaturvedi has that injury, it will not be easy for him to run those quick twos. It will be important for ASC to understand it, and if possible, bring in some fielders inside the circle. If you want to win games from such bad positions, you need to be aware to the scenario. You need to be aware to the situation. You need to understand that we got an injured cricketer here. You need to crowd him a bit. Short delivery, nicely played away by Gaurav. And his walking, that's good. Do not want to put unnecessary pressure on the injured spot. Cracked away through the offside by Gaurav. Mohammad Shohag, who scored 30 from 35 balls, now needs to perform with the ball in hand. It was a very pedestrian innings. He tried a lot, to be honest. He tried a lot of things and played a lot of shots, but just did not work out for him. Cracked away through the offside and cracked away magnificently for a boundary. 50 up for Brass Tracks. What a start for Brass Tracks. 52 for none, 7.2. Jahid Hossain, 26 from 20. Gaurav Chaturvedi, 3 from 3. 69 needed from 63 balls. Things are not looking good for ASC. Shots and wide again, cut away again. And straight to the field on that occasion. Final ball of the 8th over coming up. Shohag's first. It's not been a good over this far. It's not been penetrative. A good finish though. 7 came from there. 54 for none of 2. Lovely delivery from Manik Mia. Pushed through. Quicker delivery. Gaurav Chaturvedi unable to put it away. Will be a dot ball to start off the 9th over. Another dot ball. Very good start this from Manik Mia. That's what you got to try to do, at least if you're not getting wickets. Try to bowl some quick, tight overs. Oh, lovely, lovely this from Manik Mia. Fantastic over from Manik Mia. Bit of grip on that occasion as well. 9 overs gone. It's 55 without loss. And I'll be hearing the voice of Alif Tasnim.
Thank you, Sadman. It's Navid Hassan with his first over. Gaurav Chaturvedi, the skipper of the side brass tracks, he's on strike. Just a little tuck around the corner for a single. There was a terrific coalition between Gaurav Chaturvedi and Noyon, and Noyon got injured and got out of the field as well. Then he came back. Oh, that's a crunchy blow, and that's gone all the way. Is it a 4 or 6? Well, the signal is coming, and it's been called as a boundary that perhaps bounced once inside the rope, and then it crossed the rope. So 4 runs for Jahid Hussain, and brass tracks, they are off to a very, very good start. 60 without losing a single wicket. That was a quicker one, but that's called as a wide. Deployed some extra pace on that occasion. Navid Hassan, not relying on his turns much. Rather, he is more focused to bowl quick. That's swept away, and that's in the gap as well. Second boundary of this over, and another very good shot from the bat of Zahid Hussain. He's absolutely taking on Navid Hassan, and it's a battle between Hassan and Hussain. Easy pickings for a batter like him that was spinning back to the right-hander, so it was within his hitting arc, and he absolutely belted that one out of the park. Cutaway should not be more than a single, but they are eyeing for a second one. They stay with a single. So 10 gone, it's 65 for none. That's a slower delivery, but has been dabbed away towards deep threat for a single. MD Jahid Hussain is looking absolutely on song today with the bat in hand. He has been playing shots all around the park, picking up singles and putting away the bad deliveries, and looked to be the most comfortable batter in this track so far. Steps down, straight back to the bowler. They're needing 54 out of 48 deliveries, which should not be a rocket science for them, as they have wickets in their hand. And the way Jahid Hussain and Gaurav Chaturvedi are going, that is very, very comfortable for them, and they just need to carry on that one. Nothing much to talk about the field placement. It's more or less the same, but some swing from the bowler, Mohammad Shohag, on that occasion, but the swing took the ball out of the line, which has been called as a wide, and he needs to re-bowl that one. So, just talking about the field, that as this is an 8-a-side game, so not much fielders, only 3 man on the on, 3 man on the off, a keeper and the bowler. In the meantime, that's picked up. Catch it as the shout, but that's gonna land safe. And that's a very common scenario of LMS as well. As all the fielders, they stand in the boundary line, so the uppish shots, which are not much lofted, the batters they get safe by playing those. I was talking about Gaurav Chaturvedi. He has given his more than 100%. He was limping, he was struggling a lot. Nevertheless, has taken a couple of brilliant catches, played really well, did well with the ball in hand, picked up a wicket. All in all, he is absolutely a true leader. 11 gone at 69 for none. So it's Manik Mia who is back in business. 4 runs conceded from the first 2 overs he delivered. Left arm spinner, and they're gonna extract the advantage from this wicket as the pitch is conducive for the spinners. And this is the ground 2 of Pubergao Krida Shikha Pratishthan PKSP, and it's specially made for the spinners and the batters who are keen to face spinners in a good track. In the meantime, that's through the keeper, and that's trickling down to the rope, but eventually gets stopped. Was it a double or a single? We're waiting for the confirmation. Uh, the confirmation hasn't come yet, although that's been signaled as a leg bye. Yes, couple of runs from leg byes. So the pitches in this ground are particularly made for spinners, and the games will be low scoring. The spinners will have some extra advantage, that's for sure. And the same incident has been replicated in the first couple of games as well. Abid Hussain Shoji bowled magnificently, so was the skipper of the side, Rajib. In this game, we have seen Gaurav Chaturvedi to do well in the previous game. Russell Mia was the pick of the bowlers. All in all, it's a day of the spinners. Anyways, another over gets concluded. It's 74 for none. So Mohammad Shohak, he is continuing. The right arm bowler has a medium run up. Goes fuller on this occasion, has been driven down the pitch for a single. It's a beautiful ground, isn't it? PKSP Pubergao Kriyashika Pratishthan, and it's completely an academy for learning sports. Got him! He absolutely castled him up. That was a leg cutter. And he just could not pick the slower delivery. Does Raihan shake and eventually ends up losing his wicket. Was looking for a big swivel down the leg side, but on that mission he lost his wicket. First wicket falls down for Brass Tracks. It's begging pardon. The second wicket falls down for Brass Tracks. It's Raihan Sheikh who needs to make his walk back to the pavilion, and first wicket for MD Shohag as well. He'll be elated to see the back of Raihan Sheikh. It's 75 for 1. Well, I sincerely beg your pardon. That was not Raihan Sheikh. Raihan Sheikh has come down to bat now. He was retired hard. Oh, and he is sent off because after being retired, I don't think he'll be able to bat unless all of his teammates get out. That might be the reason that he leaves the ground. Right, Asaduzzaman Raihan is the new man. Chases a wide delivery outside the off stump. Gets off the mark in the very first ball he faces. Gaurav Chaturvedi, the skipper, he's on strike. He was limping, still he is limping, struggling with his left leg. Despite that, he is playing and doing it all for his team. In the first game of the day, the defending team, Stargate Strikers, they won the game. In the second game, the chasing team, Super Strikers, they won it. So let's see what comes out in this third and final game of the day. 13 gone, it's 76 for 1. So the expensive, now with his son, returns to the attack. Gave up 11 runs in the first over. That's hit straight. Oh, that has hit the bowler, I reckon. That was very much quick. He somehow managed to stop this one, and that has hurt his left hand a little bit, I reckon. That was a quicker one. That one went really quick. Even the batter could not pick the speed that has hit his pads, and I reckon the bowler is facing a little bit difficulty to hold the ball as his fingers are hurt. Once again goes quicker. That's cut away, and that's gonna go all the way. Yes! Finds the boundary. Gaurav Chaturvedi, the skipper of the side. First boundary for him. And more runs for Brass Strikes. They move on to 81. And currently they need 40 runs from the last 34 deliveries. They're inching closer. And let's see what comes up eventually. But of course, they are in the commanding position right now. Just worked away into the onside. Will be an easy single. That's off the edge, but lands safely just in front of the deep third fielder. 14 gone, it's 83 for 1. MD Shohag. Oh, goes Fuller. Was there an inside edge? That's the question. I reckon it's gonna be a very close contest between these two teams. Brass Strikes, they have wickets in their hand, and that's the plus point for them. Asadujaman Raihan is batting on 5. His partner, Gaurav Chaturvedi, is on 16 from 22. Beautiful. Lovely to watch that. He just tapping it down to third. Didn't try to over it this one, just slow, steady, cool and composed. So let's just talk about Last Man Stands. It's globally recognized an amateur tournament. It's played in 107 cities around the globe. And the South African legend A.B. de Villiers is the global ambassador of Last Man Stands. And it's absolutely a new way of playing cricket. Some different rules and regulations. For example, over will be called in 5 deliveries. Oh. that slipped out of his hands. A fumble for the bowler, and that's been called as a dead ball, so he needs to go back to his run-up and bowl this one again. So LMS is played all around the world. It was founded in England, but right now in Bangladesh, Last Man Stands Cricket is here for the last 7 years. It's played in India, it's played in South Africa, of course, in Sri Lanka, in Pakistan, even in Nepal. It has its franchises. Last Man Stands Bangladesh has grown up a lot. 36 teams are partaking in this tournament, which is, of course, a big achievement. Lot of teams, lot of players, and it's a jam-packed competition among all of them. As this is an amateur league, of course, it's not going to be equal to the professional ones like BPL or Dhaka Premier League, but in terms of amateur cricket, this can be deemed as one of the best tournaments and best leagues. Bit of swing, and that might just brushed the pads. Oh, that's given as a wide. Oh, dear. He took a while before giving that decision, but the bowler and the keeper, they're not happy with it. They also thought, just like me, that the ball has brushed the pads. Last ball of the 15th over. A little punch. A crossover of the 22 yards. 15 gone, it's 87 for 1. So it's Muhammad Shariful Islam with his third over. Has been expensive and starts off with a big wide outside the off stump. Although he's not happy with the decision, but that was clearly a wide. Muhammad Shariful Bari Limon. Oh, that was a better delivery. That was a quick and short one, and that has suddenly shocked the batter. He was not ready for this one. Asaduzzaman Raihan. But both of these batters, they are not going with the rate. They need 33 runs from 24 deliveries. I understand they are in the game and they easily can win this one, but at least they should stop eating up dot deliveries, because if dot balls are given away, then the pressure is gonna build. Exactly, that's what you just need to do. Just push and nudge, and if possible, take a double as well. They thought of that one as well on this occasion, but the fielder was quick enough to send it back to the keeper. That's a slower delivery. A roll of wrist from Shoriful Bari Limon. And the bowlers, they often do that in the death overs. The slowers, the cutters, the back of the hand deliveries. These variations are very much common. The second wide of this over, which means 3 runs will get added to the Kurds. This is another unique feature of LMS, that if you are bowling second wide of an over, then it's gonna cost 3 runs. 92 on the board, and the loss of 1 wicket only. Oh, that was a pitch of a delivery. But, oh my goodness, he absolutely knocked him over. What a delivery that was. On the leg stump, the batter got absolutely shocked and loses his wicket. 16 gone, it's 92 for 2. Brass tracks. Their second wicket goes down. Shoriful Islam Limon has his first. Alright, so Navid Hassan with his over number 3. That swung away powerfully. A chase is on. And he stopped that one. Asaduzzaman Raihan and MD Shofikuzzaman are out there in the middle. It's 93 for 2. From this point on time, at least they need a boundary to minimize the difference between ball and run. Hits it hard, goes straight downtown, and should be a easy couple. MD Shafiquzzaman, good start for him. A couple to kick off his innings. Once again a quicker one, and he's relying on these quickers now with Hassan. 25 to get from 17. Oh, well bowled. That went very sharply past the bat. The batters are struggling against the pacey deliveries of Navid Hassan. That's comfortably played, but will just fetch a single. Absolutely a brilliant over comes to an end. After 17, it's 97 for 2. And the last exciting 3 overs are about to come. Right, so Shoriful Islam with his begging pardon, Shoriful Bari Limon with his last over, and starts off with a dot delivery, a precious dot delivery for the sake of ASC. They need more of these. 24 to get from the last 14 deliveries. It's getting harder for brass tracks. Way outside the off stump, the batter chases the wide delivery but misses it. Another dot ball, back-to-back dot balls, and the pressure is on Asaduzzaman Raihan. He has given away too many dot deliveries. 9 runs from 16. That's gone up in there. That can be taken. 3 men chasing, but eventually that one lands short, and they're coming back for the second. Will they be able to make it? Yes, they will. The throw wasn't a very good one. The hands on head of the fielder. But the keeper, he is absolutely furious. It's all happening. That was a slower delivery. As a result, he mistimed that one. $99 for 2. Swing and a miss. Oh. No. They stay inside. Another dot delivery. 4 balls and 3 dots in this over. Last ball of the 18th over. That's a slower one, but that must be called as a wide. Yes. That was not in the range, so he needs to Rebowl this one. Shoriful Bari Limon. Goes wide once again, and that'll add 3 runs to the Kurds. End of the over. It's 103 for 2. Brass tracks. And for the last couple of exciting overs, I'm welcoming the best commentator of Last Man Stands Bangladesh, Samit Sadban Mirza.
Here we go, the penultimate over. That's gone high up in the air. Mohammad Shafiq hits it up in the air. Oh, that's out to here. That's the sixer. And those 2 ones in the last over have completely changed the game. That gave Brass Tracks confidence. And this over has started off with a sixer. And you'd have to think the game has slipped away from ASC just like that. 12 from 9. Advantage Brass Tracks. Navid Hassan. Expensive. That's a dot ball. Good comeback from Hassan. 12 from 8. He'll need a few more, I guess, to make up for that sixer he gave away. Shafiq. Shuffles and plays it away magnificently off the sticks for a boundary. If he had missed that, he was out, but he did not miss it. He got bat on it and got bat enough to get it away for a boundary. What a start to this over. 6 dotted a boundary. 18 from 10 was the equation. It's now merely 8 from 7. They do not even need to do anything fancy from here on in. Singles and 1 double will get them over the line. Oh, what a humdinger we're witnessing again. 3 in a row. We're scoring a hat trick today of humdingers. Silly shot. Absolutely silly shot. There's no need for him to do that. There is no need for him to do that. I mentioned that singles and 1 double would do it. And he goes for a hike across the line. And he's out to here. Once again, the door slightly opens for ASC. The pendulum keeps on swinging like we saw in the first game, like we saw in the second game. And we're seeing it again here. Amid al-Islam is out here. What can he do? Nothing. 2 silly strokes mean ASC are still in this. It's a bit too high. So 8 from 5. Asaduzaman Raihan Babu, the also farm Asaduzaman Raihan Babu, will be on strike. 8 from 5. You don't know where this is going to go. So it's going to be the left-arm orthodox Monik Mia to bowl the final over of this run chase. He has only given away 7 runs, and if he gives away 7 runs in this over, it will be a tie. What a wonderful day of cricket. 3 games, 3 thrillers. This is what happens when you pit 2 sides who are very evenly matched. What a start from Monik. Oh, a little fumble. Otherwise, it could have been a run out and a dot. Oh, you can see he's grumpy with himself as Monik Mia. 7 from 4. Aminul Islam. It's tricky, isn't it? I mean, what do you do as a batter? I mean, you can knock for 2s and win it. Wide open spaces. Edged, edged, edged. That's going away. The keeper is running after it. It's probably not going to make it. Doesn't need to. They should have taken another run there. They really should have taken another run on the throw. That missed opportunity could hurt them. Just a single. Can you believe it? How come they just took 1 run at such a crucial stage? What were you doing, Asaduzaman Raihan? Aminul Islam was adamant about coming back for the second. That would have meant 5 from 3. Due to that pathetic piece of running, it's 6 from 3. Monik Mia to bowl the 3rd ball of this final over. Slogged away all along the carpet. They should get a couple here. Tushar with a fumble. 2 it is. 2 it is. 4 from 2. Everyone's on the edge here. 4 from 2. Monik Mia gave that ball a bit of loop and air. Was trying to defeat the batter with his guile. That did not work out. But advised him to push the ball through at this late stage of the game. 4 from 2. What a fantastic, fantastic game this has been. This seems to be the score that produces magic here on this turf. The 120s. Raihan! Raihan does it! Oh boy! What a shot! What a shot! Struggled throughout there, but with 1 shot, he becomes the hero. Brass Tracks get over the line with just 1 ball to spare. They win with 5 wickets in hand, but what a thriller. Monik Mia is crestfallen. What a wonderful bowling performance by him. All for naught. ASC fall tantalizingly short. Brass Tracks with the victory. What a fantastic day of cricket. 3 games, 3 absolute thrillers. First game won by the defending side. The next 2 won by the chasing side. But truly speaking, cricket was definitely the winner today. And guess what, folks? We'll be back with more action tomorrow. Can't wait, right? Congratulations to Brass Tracks and thousands of commiserations, you'd have to say, to ASC. They gave it their all. Unfortunately, just fell short. Anyway, it's time to wrap things up for the day. Fantastic, fantastic day of cricket.